Ever wonder what's in our food? More than what we see. Years ago, most people knew where their food came from and what was in it. As global markets have expanded, we have more options than ever, and we know less about the food we eat. More food is coming from more places, each with its own story before it arrives at our borders and on our plates. Along the way, from the farm to our forks, chemicals are added to preserve and package our food, and to make it look and taste better. Some are familiar, like sugar and salt. Many are not. Many decisions about what goes into our food are made without the public's knowledge. Sometimes even the Food and Drug Administration is left in the dark when it comes to knowing what chemicals end up on our plate. Back in the 1950s, Congress passed a law intended to ensure that the chemicals in our food are safe. This represented great progress for our health in 1958. Congress and the FDA didn't anticipate how advances in science and technology would transform our food. Around the time the bill passed, there were an estimated 800 additives. Within a decade, that number swelled to over 3,000. Today, an estimated 10,000 chemicals can make their way into our food, many without any FDA review for safety. The Food Additives Amendment allows common food ingredients to bypass FDA review as long as they are generally recognized as safe. This may have made sense back in 1958 when common ingredients were things like oil and vinegar. More than a half-century later, this loophole has swallowed up the law, allowing uncommon chemicals to be added to food without FDA oversight. Today, the FDA allows food companies to determine on their own that an additive is safe and decide to use it without any input from the agency or the public. In fact, the FDA has never reviewed the safety of more than 3,000 chemicals. Often, the FDA isn't even notified that a company has decided to include a chemical in its food. An estimated 1,000 chemicals are known only to the companies that use them. The FDA and food manufacturers have distorted the four words in the law to allow manufacturers to determine on their own that they can use a chemical in our food, without us or the FDA ever knowing. On top of all that, we can't even rely on ingredients lists to help us fully understand what we're eating. More than 5,000 substances aren't required to be included there. If the FDA doesn't even know what's in our food, how can we? So, do you really know what's in your food? We need to know what's in our food is safe. Tell your grocery store and favorite brands to sell only products with ingredients that the FDA has found are safe, and ask the FDA and Congress to close the loophole, because your health matters. For more information, visit www.nrdc.org/food.